So we now have a 3D printed plate, which is good that it's a plate. 3D printed plates are pretty much the strongest thing you can print with 3D printers, and that is going to house the solenoid. Funny enough, there is actually a slight gap that I'm going to have to work on. I also want to push this face down just a little bit because when you take a battery door, excuse me, and you press it all the way, it's just a little bit proud. So I do need to bring this down ever so slightly, but I'm going to use this as a guide. So you'll put this on and then flip it over and then epoxy it in place. So this is the inside, and you can see the plate just bolts on like that. This is a modified solenoid, so this will not work with regular solenoids. And then this just kind of fits in there like that with all these cutouts. So funny enough, there's actually two different versions of the Strife. You can see this kind of recess that actually raises up a little bit back here. Funny enough, it's actually off by just this amount. It is actually sitting slightly this way on this blaster. Fraction of a millimeter. I think it's like half a millimeter or something small. It's not really enough to bother me in any case. But funny enough, there is, like I said, a second version of the Strife. And as you can see, that bump is not there. And on the inside, you can see maybe that actually doesn't exist. That bump doesn't exist. So I don't think I'm going to have an actual problem with the actual blaster that this is supposed to go in. But I mean, it's such a small thing anyway. Even if you paid it no attention, you bolted it together, the average person probably wouldn't even notice the flex. It's just that small. So either way, I think that this is going to be a good solution, but it's nice that it's such a simple part. And I think I'm going to work on the ESC next, which should fit in this space perfectly.